The song that I like to start out with is sort of like a welcome song. And it was a song that I wrote after I first walked into a Center for Spiritual Living in Las Vegas. Back then it was called the First Church of Religious Science. That was a long time ago. But when I walked into that place, I saw all types of people. It looked like the world. It looks like it was black, white, gay, straight. It was like all sorts of people. And I felt so inspired because I felt like I was in a place where I was learning the truth. And the place that I was in reflected the world. It reflected what society looks like and not just one particular demographic. So that's how this song was written. So I'm going to play that for you now, and then I'll progress on with some other songs. But the first one is a song called This Door is Open to You. No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone, and someone cares for you as an individualization of divine point of view. This door, oh, this door right here is open for you. Talking about this door, I said this door is open to you. Come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you know, I had a vision when I first heard Reverend Ken speak. I thought he spoke like a Baptist New Thought minister. He was speaking the truth, but he did it with a lot of fire. And it was perfect for me because that's the environment that I grew up in. I was baptized at New Harmony Baptist Church, Detroit, Michigan. 19 blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I took this old spiritual song, well, not an old spiritual song, I think it was written like in the 60s or something like that, but I took this song and changed the lyrics so that it would fit more of what we believe. If you remember this song, feel free to sing along with me. It goes like this. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. You remember that song? Oh, happy day. Oh, yeah. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When spirit was. Oh, when spirit was. When spirit was. Washed all my fears away. Oh, happy day. You know what would help if you clap your hands like this? Just like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, happy day. Happy day. Oh, happy day. Happy day. When spirit was. When spirit was. When spirit was. Washed all my fears away. Oh, happy day. God taught me how to love, sing and pray, and to be oh, happy day. When spirit was. Oh, when spirit was. When spirit was. Washed all my fears away. Let's see, his man over here got the right idea. Because when I say, oh, happy day, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When spirit was. When the spirit was. You're a great bass singer. I need you in the choir. When spirit was. Washed all my fears away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. God taught me how to love, sing and pray, and to be oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Did you come here to celebrate, or did you come here to sleep? Because this is the place where we celebrate. Because it's a happy day. It's a great day to be alive. So I want to hear you say, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. I'm talking about a happy day. Talking about a happy day. Clap your hands and say happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, I'm talking about a happy day. Oh, happy day. Now we say, oh. And now, the dynamic Reverend Kid.
Thank you, Eddie. Oh, happy day.
happy day. That's what we're here to celebrate, a glorious day. And this day is this, the Spirit and love of God is showing up through you. It's coming through me. Our job today is to recognize it, to give it some direction, to say for Spirit, all right, God, this is what I want in life. I want some love. I want some joy. I want some prosperity. I want some health. I want some laughter, and I want some fun. Because you know what, gang? That which set the universe in motion, that which created the beauty of an orchid, that which put the rings of Saturn into motion has no problem getting you love, has no problem getting you joy, has no problem getting you happiness. We're the ones that have to open up to allow that to flow through us. And here today, hearing Eddie's great music is going to be a way for us to open up that avenue of spirit possibilities. Now, if you want to let go of roadblocks that may keep that from happening, the one easy thing you can do is to let go of all your troubles, your would-haves, your could-haves, your should-haves. Just leave that stuff outside for the next 45 minutes or so and open up a road of God's possibilities for your life, of more joy, more love, more happiness. All those things in life that make us feel alive, because that's what God is doing through you and through me, showing up in the physical, recognizing itself through our love, our joy, and our laughter. So know you're in a great place this morning. Spirit's going to recognize and reward you abundantly, and you're going to leave here in some significant way, healed, blessed, and prosper. All right, Eddie, let's get them up out of their seats singing.
I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. Let me hear you sing it. I think you're getting better. What do you say, kid? God created me in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me in the light, in the love, in the light, in the love, in the glory. You guys are awesome! I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Awesome.
That was sounding really excellent. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's use all this wonderful energy. Let's drink it into the very core of our being, and let's project it out through prayer, affirmative prayer. So I'm going to have my friend Richard Austin come up to start our service today with an affirmative prayer. Come on up, Richard.
Good morning, everyone. Great to be inside today. I brought my cap because my bean gets a little sunshine, and I don't have to wear that inside. So let's go in and know that at this time, we're going to relax, take a deep breath, and just drink in the Spirit. Know in this moment, right here and right now, that all is perfect, whole, and complete. And then as you feel comfortable, just relax and sit into your chair, knowing that this is a safe spot, a place where you can unfold and relax and let go. And know this truth with me now, that there is one divine, awesome Spirit everywhere present, throughout this room, throughout each and every one of us, and throughout the universe. And as I flow in today, this day, I do so with confidence, with love and joy and harmony in my heart, with peace and love, knowing that the divine spirit within me shines out brightly and boldly and also with love. Know in this moment that all is perfect, whole, and complete, that we give thanks for all that is happening, everything that has brought me to this place, this time, and this moment. We know that everything has brought us into the guidance of our spirit within, giving thanks, knowing that this moment is perfect. It is where we are meant to be. And I let myself go into the silence now, just to affirm that divine spirit that guided me here today and that guides me through every day with harmony and with joy and with love. I go into the silence now, affirming my perfection and my divine connection. And I do it now. I honor this spirit within me now. I know it is my divine perfection. I recognize that as I feed my thoughts, I create my world, and I do so lovingly with divine perfection. And I move forward this morning open, my consciousness raised, to be open to this message, to the joy of this music, and the wonderful opportunity to share in this moment. Again, I give thanks for this, for I have been moved this morning, I will be moved this morning, and I continue to unfold that flower that is me, myself, and I, as I allow my spirit to guide me even further into greater consciousness. And I release this treatment knowing for that it's done its good and perfect work, and I return to this place rejuvenated, ready to go and to accept this message with wholehearted joy and abundance and love. And we release this treatment to its greatest good by saying together, and so it is.
God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. I invite you to repeat after me. God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. How nice, how wonderful. Well, you know, I've been going through the chapters of the Science of Mind textbook. Today I'm up to chapter 13. It's Causes and Conditions. And Dr. Holmes, he bases the whole teaching of ours on the idea that we live in a spiritual universe. And that universe reflects back to us what we accept as true for ourselves. It has a tendency to reflect back the conditions that we think we deserve. Not what we hope for, not what we wish, but what we honestly expect to get out of life. And the good news is we can change those expectations through spiritual practice, and we support affirmative prayer. You know, I've had friends who believe themselves very lucky, and they will go from one lucky, amazing thing to another. Just seems like everything they step into is a thing of joy and good things. I've had also friends who thought life was scary and dangerous, and they have scary and dangerous things happen to them all the time. Now, the lucky people, when you get around them, what do? They talk about their good luck. They talk about how wonderful their life is. They talk about what great adventures they're on and how good things are happening to them. The unlucky people, what do? They can't wait to get a hold of you so they can tell you all the horrible things that are happening to them. They get excited about them. They put energy into them. They enjoy them. They enjoy them. These are the people that were at the gas stations putting gas in grocery bags this past week. They take the negative that's coming along and they make more of it. They make it more of a problem for themselves. And if you try to interject any kind of good news into their lives, they'll ignore it or pay no attention to it. They're just not going to pay any attention to you. And if you keep sharing with them good news, if you keep telling them good insights, they'll go away. They won't stick around anymore because you're not feeding their negativity. So we want to be open and receptive to the good news that's coming into our lives and learn to expand it as much as you can. Because in that way we can have a wonderful and joyful life. Life will unfold for us naturally, joyfully. Well, this week I had a friend who was turning 80-something. I had the wise sense not to ask. And the past couple of months she's been in and out of rehab and the hospital. And so she was in the hospital this week, her birthday week. And on her birthday, her friends and family thought that she should celebrate her birthday because it's a big birthday. Actually, she's at the age where all birthdays are big. So they wanted her to have a good birthday even though she was in the hospital. So they called a group of her friends together. They invited me and a couple of others. I got there and her two daughters had the whole hospital room decked out in birthday stuff. They made everybody wear a hat. They had, things hung up. They had the cupcakes ready to go. They had this whole group of friends. There were probably 25 of them that you could have shared a life together. And they told me that. They said, we've been through marriages, divorce, kids. We've been through it all. And you could tell they loved each other. It was a fun group of people. There was this young man with a nice smile dressed up like a construction worker smelled suspiciously of baby oil. I didn't really quite figure out how he fit into the group. But we were having a great time. And then all of a sudden there was a knock on the door. Some would say a pound on the door. It was the security guard at the hospital telling us there was too many people in the room, we had to break it up. Now, I think if you're in your 80s and you have a birthday party that's so raucous that the fuzz has to come along and break it up, you're doing pretty good. That's what we all want to get to. And that kind of life unfolds by thinking for years, by not just thinking, by knowing I'm a fun person. Life unfolds in a joyful way for me. I'm loved. I'm supported. So this is what we want to do. Dr. Holmes, he says, always expect the good. Always expect it. Have enthusiasm. And above all, a consciousness of love. A radiating feeling flowing through at all times. Treat for yourself, pray for yourself until you have a unity with the all good. Because if you have a unity with the all good, you have a unity with God. And when you get a new idea for yourself, a positive one, particularly if it's something just from out of the blue, play with it. Turn it over in your mind. It might be an inspiration from Spirit. And then if you start seeing things in your life that support that idea, you have, you see a magazine at the checkout about your idea, or you hear friends talking about it, or you see a seminar about it, give it more attention. And start doing your inner work and see yourself having that thing. Give it energy. Give it creativity. Give it color. See your life unfolding because of it. And when you put deliberate time into thinking about it, you have created what we would call a affirmative prayer, a thing alive with the Spirit of God, and it's going to show back up in your life to match the level of emotion you had when you thought about it. Now, it may not show up looking like you had envisioned, but it will show up matching your emotional equivalent. So, let me give you an example. Suppose you decide that you want more love and affection in your life. That's okay, that's a good thing. And you start putting prayers into universal mind about the love and affection you want. You have an idea of what this person is going to look like. You contemplate the dates you'll have, the adventures, the moonlight dances, the Sunday afternoon brunches with orange juice and bagels and the New York Times, after you've come to Sunday service, naturally. And you start getting emotion about that. You put that out there. Next thing you notice, you have a neighbor who's a new neighbor. They've got a 5-year-old little girl who loves to have adventures in the backyard. She soon spots you working in your garden, and she decides you're the best thing that's ever come in her life. She adopts you as her new aunt. And soon, you can't do anything without her right around you. And you sooner bring her into your life. You're taking her to get ice cream. You're taking her to the playground. Love has come into your life. It may not be what you have envisioned, but it showed up. And now you have an opportunity. Do you discount it, or do you stay angry with God for not getting you the love you wanted? Or do you accept it and say, all right, life, I'm going to step up. This new love has come into my life. I'm going to step up and I'm going to be the best kind of love I can be for this little one. I'm going to be the best person so she'll talk about me for the rest of her life, about that wonderful, lovely lady that lived next door to her who was her best friend. If you will do that, then more love will come into your life. It cannot help but come into your life. More love. It may be that you'll meet her uncle who thinks you're just fabulous. You may be at the playground one day and a construction worker with a nice smile smelling of body oil might show up and wink at you. You don't know, but it's going to show up. Keep your heart and mind and open, and Spirit will awe you with how much you're loved and valued. Spirit will awe you. Our job is to get the best idea for ourselves, for each other, for our community and the world, to believe in it, to look for it, to acknowledge it when we see it showing up, and to give gratitude for it. Dr. Holmes, our founder, he says, you want to have a vision, something that you can work towards, you can believe in, you can give energy, something you can have faith in. He said, we don't hope. People of our teaching, we don't hope, we allow. We don't wish, we accept. We don't plead, we announce. We don't dream, we declare. And we don't expect, we know. We know. God does not need us to plead our good. God needs us to see and accept our good. And to know that Spirit is not against us, it is for us. It loves and supports us, every part of ourselves, and particularly the best of ourselves. We should move towards our vision of life the same way we would get up tomorrow morning if we needed stamps. Tomorrow morning you realize you need stamps, what do? You go to the post office. You don't have doubts or hesitations about it. You don't worry that the post office is going to be open. You don't worry that they're going to run out of stamps. You're not going to be concerned that they're not going to sell you stamps because they don't like you. You go to the post office and get stamps. This is how we should approach God. We should know that there's an availability, that God is for us, and that we have a right where we are, right as we are, to have all the love and health and prosperity we can envision. And it all begins with one idea, our working consciousness. They tell me that the Greek philosophers, that they had hit upon the idea that thought and matter and time were all the same thing. And now our philosophers, the people who are really on the cutting edge, they're saying the same thing. They've circled back to what the Greeks were saying. They also say that of those three, it's consciousness. Consciousness, our thoughts, our ideas are the leading indicator of what is to be. The thought is the predictor of what's going to be in your life. Matter, form, is the past. It's on its way out. So we're responsible for making sure that we do our work in mind and then turn it over to God. Release it. Let Spirit handle it. You're on the Ways and Means Committee. Spirit is the one that decides how to get it done. You don't have to figure it out. Let Spirit figure it out. And know that that Spirit is wanting the best for you, wanting you to have and experience the love and prosperity you're envisioning. Dr. Holmes says that there is a power of right thinking that can cancel out and erase everything unlike itself. It answers all questions. It solves all problems. It's the solution to every difficulty. It is the sunlight of eternal truth bursting through the clouds of obscurity, bathing all in glory. So this morning, we want to bathe our prayers and our dreams, our hopes in the glory of life. We want to stand up and speak out to the loving heart of God. And we don't want to hold back. We don't want to be timid about it. Now's not the time. Now is the time to step into your spiritual maturity and tell God what you need. It's Spirit that gave you these hopes and dreams. It's Spirit that will bring them to you in life. It's up to us to be that person God knows us to be. Spirit solved every problem in your life when it called you by name from stardust. Now, this morning is the time to get to Spirit and tell it what you need to bring about all the love, all the joy and laughter and happiness that you're envisioning. They're God's dream, and God is wanting to make them manifest through you, and you have the power to do it. It's the truth. I'm telling you, it's the truth in your life this morning. It's the truth in mine, and so it is. Thank you.
Satisfy my soul. Let the new day begin. Let the evening roll. Let the big sky in. Satisfy my heart, 'cause it's so good to feel the love that's all around, and all the hurt will heal. Oh, this is what my heart away the pain. Something's got to end to begin again. Satisfy my heart. Is it so good to feel the love that's all around and all the hurts will heal? Oh, feeling, every feeling, His wish and every wish you have come true. Healing, every healing that's about to come to you. Satisfy my soul. Let the new day begin. Let the evening roll. Let the big sky in. Satisfy my heart. 'Cause it's so, so good to feel the love that's all around and all the hurts will heal. Oh, this is what our hearts need to feel every day. Oh, this is what our hearts need to feel. I know. Oh, this is what our hearts need to feel every day. Oh, this is what our hearts need to feel.
Thank you, Eddie. Satisfy our souls. And this is what we're doing here in Spirit. We're here to satisfy that longing within our soul. And what's going to satisfy our soul is our union with Spirit. That's what's going to satisfy us. This is the water from which we drink, we'll thirst no more. This is what Jesus told the woman at the well. And that water is knowing that you're valuable, that you're supported, that you're loved, and that there's a way for you to bring in that kindness and compassion, that love that you have longed for all your life. That longing is a gift from Spirit. It is a hook in you to bring you back home. And that's what we're doing here today, coming back home to that wonderful, loving support of God, knowing we're one with God, and we're one with the power to create the best life possible. Now, we support our center in consciousness and coin. Consciousness is through our prayers for it, our prayers for the community, seeing our community growing and thriving, seeing it do more good work out in the world. You know, just this past week, Dr. Tangela Manley gave out scholarships for the Venus Manley Scholarship Program. This is where we help kids with special needs who want to go on through higher education. We give out 3 each year. But why shouldn't we give out 6 each year? Why shouldn't we support them all year long? We can do it. Dr. Manley wants to do it. So let us support the center in coin and consciousness, and we will get there. So I'm going to read our affirmation of prosperity. I urge you to put your hand over your heart. If you have your offering with you, you can do that. But if you want to just put your hand over your heart and just think about the possibilities, the God possibilities in your life and for our center. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. We're very grateful for all your contributions. Together, we're getting through this challenge, and together, we're going to be better for it. Eddie, you got something for us?
There was a time in my life when I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say that if you're discouraged, just trying to make it through one more day, you gotta let it go. Now you know how to let it go, don't you? That means stop thinking. You gotta let it all go. And I hope you know the words to this, because I want you to sing with me. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I'm free. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Hallelujah and amen.
All right. So we want to take that energy, we want to take that emotion, and we want to drink it into the very core of our being. And then we want to release it through affirmative prayer. I'm going to do this prayer in the first person, but take it in for yourself. Say something that works for you, well, hold tight to that. But say something that doesn't work for you, just let it slide by. But just know this truth with me this morning. There is but one mind and one God and one power. And that power is flowing through me. That power has created me. That power loves me. It supports me. It is wanting to awe me with how much it loves and supports me. So this morning, I declare myself free. This morning, I declare myself unshackled from all the pain, from all the lack and limitation, from all my false ideas of woulda, couldas, or shouldas. This morning I am stepping up and I am stepping out. I am raising my eyes to the radiant glory of God, and I am saying yes to it all. Yes to wonderful love and health and joy and prosperity. This morning I see myself as God sees me, not as weak and wounded, but strong, victorious, mighty, courageous, moving out in the world, knowing a better way for myself, moving out in the world, being a help to everyone, to be a channel for God's love, the power and the joy and the glory of it all. This is my truth this morning. Every cell of my being radiates this right knowing, and I release this prayer into the mind of God to do its good and perfect, bold and dynamic work, returning to me multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, my dear friends, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your life is not a problem to be solved. It's a miracle unfolding. Your job this week is to go name your miracle, proclaim your miracle, and make it your own. God bless us all. Let us go be the miracle God has called us to be. This is Reverend Ken and with Reverend Eddie. Until we see each other again, many blessings.
God be with you. God be with you. God God bless you. Namaste.